March 22nd, 2024 meeting. Katie's not there. We are joined with Carrie Lehman, and we also have Paul Mayhew, who has been appointed as our AG. And we are also got Matt Mullaney in the room. So with that, is there anything we want to talk about before we start reviewing the cases and go into closed session? Since we have a pretty large agenda, why don't we go into closed session, because I think Rodney said he only has about an hour. So let me make a motion to go into closed session.
I'll second.
Second was by Kurt. Carrie, do you have a statement you need to read?
I do. It is proposed that the Statewide Administrative Charging Committee's open session of its 13th meeting on March 22nd, 2024 be adjourned to a closed session. The session will be closed under the authority of General Provisions, Article 3-305B, 1, 2, and 7, Annotated Code of Maryland. The reasons for closing the session may be to discuss the appointment and employment of an individual over whom the committee has jurisdiction, and to protect the privacy or reputation of an individual with respect to a matter that is not related to public business. During this closed session, the topics to be discussed are administrative charging committee cases.
Yeah. So, okay, we're back into open session. And for the record, the Administrative Charging Committee heard allegations against 44 officers. There were a total of 78 allegations. 4 of the officers' charges were deemed not to be eligible because they didn't fit into our jurisdiction, and that represented 12 allegations. The committee did find 37 of the allegations were not to be administratively charged. 31 of those were unfounded. 6 were exonerated, and the committee found 30 of the allegations to be administratively charged with varying levels of discipline. Do you need anything else, Matt?
No, I think you're good.
Okay. I will tell you, I think there's a lot of things that are popping up in terms of processes and protocols. Paul, I don't know if you're going to be able to help us, but this issue with the matrix and now using enhanced, I'd like to get some clarity as to what we look at in terms of increasing the charges going to a level 2 or 3. Is it just based on if we have a rude and discourteous, if there was, say, other rude and discourteous, or does it pertain to other violations or allegations that were sustained? And
I'll be happy to take a look at that, Chairman.
The other thing that's popped up is when we were sending out the information back to the complainants, MDTA, by example, we have a lot of the people that are involved with departmental collisions. And to me, it's really an internal submittal. It's not a complaint from the member of the public. It just involved a member of the public. And I don't think we should be necessarily sending those notices to some of those individuals. And I'd like clarification on that, because last month we actually had the officer who was involved in a fatal collision. To me, it was it fell in our jurisdiction. But do you really want to be sending a notice to an address of a deceased person?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think they have a PR in most cases.
Well, to me, the complaint is really an internal complaint, and I wouldn't think we should be sending it to that. I mean, family. All you're going to do is open up a bad wound. And it's not that I'm trying to hide anything, but to me, this is really an internal matter, it's at that point, it's no longer external. If they wanted to sue the department, they can do that. And if they want to know how we decided, then they can ask, but I don't think we ought to be pushing that out. I think, and it's like the death by cop. Yeah, we know, he's dead. You can't send it to him, but they did the investigation because it involved a member of the public. And I get that. But again, I don't think we should be sending a report to his home address.
Well, the statute requires you to send the decision to the complainant, not the member of the public. I mean, this legislature really, they went back and forth between those terms, and on the notification, it's to the complainant. Each agency, however, with regard to what Paul was just mentioning, each agency has a victim's rights advocate. And so, yeah, definitely on those where there's no complaining member of the public, you guys.
Excuse me, gentlemen, I have to leave the call at this time.
Okay. Thanks, Rodney.
Okay.
Take care, Rodney.
You can make those recommendations that the agency follow up however they want. With Rodney leaving, there's no longer a quorum.
Right. But I think we're now into just ACC discussion issues. And
can we adjourn then?
yeah, let's adjourn.
If you adjourn the meeting, then we can stop the recording, and then we can have a non-public meeting as to take care of administrative matters, which don't have to be.
That's fine. So can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
We are adjourned.
Thank you. Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate it. Good.